How can one of the most talked about medications in functional medicine still be something most people may have never heard of? Honestly, that was one of the biggest questions I had when I first started the LDN journey and my education. Before we talk about what LDN does, I think it's important to understand what off label means. Just because a medication is used off label doesn't automatically mean it's unsafe or ineffective. It simply means it's being used for something other than the original condition it was approved to treat. Another thing that's important to understand is that the FDA approvals for medications don't just happen automatically. Someone has to fund the research, the studies, collect the data, and go through the approval process. Naltrexone is an older medication that is now available as a generic, and it's been available as a generic for a very long time. So once a patent expires, there's often less financial incentive for a company to invest millions of dollars that are required to pursue additional FDA approvals, because they may not be able to exclusively market the medication afterwards, meaning everyone can sell it instead of just them, so making it very hard to get their money back. That doesn't mean research stops or that providers stop using their clinical judgment. It simply helps explain why some older medications can generate significant clinical interest while still not have additional FDA approval indications. Another question that I hear is if there are studies, research, conferences, providers, whole platforms around drugs discussing it and patients using it, why are some doctors still saying no? The real answer is medicine is always constantly evolving. Providers have different training, different experiences, different specialties, and different comfort levels. Some are very familiar with LDN, while others have very little experience with it or may never even heard of it. And everyone interprets things differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. My mom was actually told no the first time, but we didn't stop there. That answer sent me down a rabbit hole, and the more I learned, the more fascinated I became with it. And I knew that I had to get my mom to try this drug. So today, LDN is discussed for autoimmune conditions, hormone health, chronic pain, dermatology, and wellness circles. Yet many people, like I said, still haven't heard of it. Does that mean it's right for everyone? Absolutely not. Miracle pill. There is no miracle pill. But for the right patient, it can truly be a game changer and change someone's quality of life, which I have seen happen multiple times. So with LDN Awareness Week starting June 15th, I'm going to spend this time breaking down what LDN does, how dosing and titration work, why it's highly individualized, the endorphin rebound effect and cliffhanger effect, Hashimoto's and other autoimmune conditions, hormone health, skin conditions, and common myths and misconceptions. And yes, this is about helping people learn, ask questions,